Welcome back everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I am teaching the water wheel flow, which features a beautiful sequence of graceful and fluid movements, and doing this challenging flow is going to increase your coordination, balance, and help you move much more smoothly. We're gonna take a look at the flow next, and then we'll dive in. This flow is named by eBook on Instagram, and if you want to name a future flow that I teach, head over to my Instagram and comment your suggestion. I am all ears. All right, so to teach the water wheel, I'm gonna break it down into 2 mini flows so that they're easier to learn, and then I'll combine them at the end. So I'm gonna start by showing you what part 1 looks like. From my warrior stance, I'll be stepping out to the side. I'm gonna go into this yin-yang pass, extending out into side punch, and then I will drop it, keeping it going the same direction, by dropping the mace, threading with the tail first, grabbing with the other hand, bringing it up vertically, and then dropping behind into an outside whip, and finishing outside my front leg. I'll then drop it inside, switch, and return. And that is all that there is for this one side. So let me break it down a little bit more so you can actually understand the pieces. And also, if you want more information on the whip portion, check out my Cobra Whip video because it goes into this movement in a lot more detail. So to do the first part of the water wheel, we'll all come in to warrior stance, both hands bottom of the mace. I'm going to bring one hand to the top of the mace, my opposite leg will step out to the side, lateral lunge. And from here, I'm gonna push down on the tail and flip the mace upside down into a yin-yang pass. From here, I'm going to extend out to the side into this side punch, and then I'll drop the mace straight down, threading with the tail first across my body, and I'll grab the mace, palm down with my free hand. As it comes up, and I'll point the mace head up. Take the top hand off, so you should be in this position. Same side arm as the same side leg. And then I'll reconnect that free hand at the bottom, drop the mace behind my head, and I'll bring the tail up as I pivot through and down strike. And from here, I will drop the mace inside my front knee, push down on the tail to switch to the other side. And we'll go through the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna push down on the tail, flip it upside down, catch in yin-yang, extend out to the side, side punch, drop it down, tail first, reconnect with that other hand, palm down, bring it up, mace points up, the top hand comes off, so it's same side hand, same side leg. Free hand is gonna reconnect at the bottom of the mace, drop it back, tail comes up, pivot around, strike. Drop it inside the front leg, push down on the tail, and return. And that is the first mini flow. So go through one more on each side a little faster. So, push down on the tail, yin-yang, extend, thread it down, reconnect, palm grabs, mace points up, reconnect at the bottom, drop it back, pivot, down strike. Drop the mace head in front of the front leg, switch, and here you are. And next, push down on the tail, yin-yang, extend. Drop the tail first, palm grabs, flip the mace up, grab the bottom, drop it back, point up, pivot around. Drop it inside, push down the tail, and you can return to warrior stance. That is the mini flow, the first one, and now we're gonna dive into the second, and then we'll time together. Part 2 might seem even trickier than part 1, but honestly, I think it's simpler. Here's how we're gonna do it. There's only one tricky part that I'm going to show you right up front, and that is a back pass. So what that looks like, I'm just gonna be having one hand in the middle of my mace, and I'll bring it vertical, grab with the other hand, and then pull down. And that's all that the back pass is. I also have a video which I'll add to the cards where I go into this in more depth, but this is the back pass. And this is one of the movements that's essential for the second mini flow. So now that we know how to do the back pass, we're gonna dive into the rest of it because the rest of it makes it flow. So here we are, we're gonna come into our warrior stance, both hands bottom of the mace, one hand rises, opposite leg out. I'm gonna bring the mace up, palm out with my opposite hand is gonna grab hold of the mace, slide the other hand down, palm out as well, and I will end up in this position. From here, uppercut. I'm gonna drive the mace head up. I'm gonna come through horse stance as it comes behind my head and then drop it down. Next up, I'm going to stab forward. I'm going to grab with that opposite hand. So when I stabbed, same side hand, same side leg. The other side hand is going to grab, bring it vertical. I'm gonna swing across to the other side, also still vertical. And then I'm simply going to bring it behind my head in the back pass, extend, reconnect, and drop it down. And so that's all that there really is. And then you can push down on the tail, come back to the other side, and then one more prayer switch to the other side of the flow. So switch, and here we are. I'm gonna bring the mace up, palm out grabs, other palm grabs down low, uppercut. Push the mace head up and around, drop it down. Stab out, same side arm, same side leg. I'm gonna grab with the free hand, mace points up, drop it around, mace still points up. I'm gonna bring it in, back pass, pull through, and reconnect. So I'll do one more on each side, a little faster now. So push down on the tail, one prayer switch to the other side, and then I will pull the mace head up, palm out, uppercut. Push it up and around. Drive forward with the opposite hand, grab hold, flip it up, swing. Bring it back, back pass, pull out. There you go, push down on the tail. One prayer switch. Bring it up, palm out, grabs the mace, uppercut. Push around, stab out. Grab hold with the opposite hand, mace points up, swing through. Bring it in, lost my train of thought. And then I'll extend out, grab hold, and we'll just push back to warrior stance. So that's part 2. Make sure that you understand that and that it actually flows reasonably well. And next we're gonna tie both part 1 and part 2 together into the full water wheel flow. Alrighty, now we're ready to combine parts 1 and 2 into the full water wheel flow. So I will come into my warrior stance, both hands bottom of the mace, and from here I'm going to bring one hand to the top of the mace, opposite leg steps out, lateral lunge, and next I'm going to push down on the tail, flip it upside down, yin yang, and extend. Thread the tail down, reconnect palm grabs, swing up, and I'm going to reconnect at the bottom of the mace. Pull it in, drop the mace head behind, tail points up as I pivot, down strike. Drop the mace head inside that front leg, push down on the tail, and there you are. Now we're on to part 2. So pull the mace up, palm out grabs, drop down and uppercut. Next I'm going to push the mace head up, pivot around, and then stab out, reconnect with the opposite hand, mace points up, swing through. From here, I'm just going to drop it behind, back pass, reconnect, and drop it down. And that is the full water wheel flow on one side. So let's do it on the other. Push down on the tail, catch. Next up, push down on the tail again into your yin yang. Extend out, thread down, reconnect, palm grabs, swing up, reconnect at the bottom of the mace. Drop it back, outside whip, down strike. Drop it inside the front leg, push down on the tail, and here you are ready for part 2. Pull the mace up, palm out, grabs hold, uppercut. I'm gonna pivot around, mace comes behind, stab out, grab hold with the opposite hand, mace is vertical, drop it through. Mace is still vertical, drop it behind, back pass, reconnect, And there you are. So one more on each side, this time a little faster. Push down on the tail, grab hold. Push down on the tail, yin yang. Extend, thread through, swing. Outside whip. Drop it inside, push down on the tail. Ready for part two. Pull up, palm out, uppercut. Push around. Stab out. Swing through. Reconnect in that back pass and drop. Last one, push down on the tail. Push down, yin yang, extend. Thread through. Outside whip. Drop it inside the front leg, push down. Last part of the flow, pull up, palm out, uppercut. Bring it behind. Stab, reconnect, swing through. Back pass, bring it down. And there you are. Push down one more time on the tail to switch and push back to warrior stance. There you are. Amazing job with this flow. It's a tricky one for sure. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm proud of you for doing it. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to get more out of your steel mace, and I will see you on the next Flow Made Simple video. Peace.